Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the Infinix Note 11i, and it's actually one of the best budget phones that you can pick up in Nigeria right now. So the phone retails for 86,000 naira and it has some amazing specs. It has a 48 megapixel primary camera. We have the Helio G85 powering this guy. We have 4 gigs RAM, a 1080p display and more. We are going to go through everything you need to know about the Infinix Note 11i in this video. So the Infinix Note 11i is not being talked about, and even if you go through Infinix social media handles, you are not going to see them talking about this phone. I don't really know why, because you are getting an insane value for money if you decide to buy this phone ahead of even the Infinix Hot 11 in my opinion. Let's go over the design of the phone. The phone is made of plastic and the frames are also made of plastic. It has a textured finish at the back, but if you are feeling it in your hand, you won't feel that texture. It's actually just a design or something. The phone charges via a USB-C port at the bottom, and there's also a headphone jack and a down-firing speaker that is quite okay. And the fingerprint unlock key is placed by the side, and it also doubles as the unlock key. We have the volume rocker slightly above the unlock key, which is normal with most of the phones we get nowadays. We have the SIM card tray by the left, and the device has a center hole camera cutout for the selfie pictures, which is actually quite okay considering what you are paying for this device. Infinix is actually paying attention to design, giving you a USB-C instead of a micro USB charging port that we have on the Infinix Note 11, which is quite okay in my opinion. In terms of design, there's nothing really groundbreaking about the design of this phone. You're just getting the regular design that we are used to nowadays from smartphone manufacturers, which is actually good. I also recommend the fact that the phone has a USB-C charging port, which kind of aligns with what is going on right now. So up next, let's talk about the display. The display is actually an IPS LCD display, which is something you can't really do anything about within this price range, especially with Infinix phones. The resolution is 1080p, which is outstanding, but you are not getting a high refresh rate on the display. I know there are some people that might say, oh, actually there are some phones within this price category that has a high refresh rate, but left to me, the 1080p resolution is actually quite okay, and streaming content on YouTube and playing games on the phone is quite okay. The overall display size is 6.95 inches, which is quite large, and people with small hands will not really feel comfortable using the phone. They have to struggle to get to the top of the phone to check notification and all. But as someone who has a fairly medium palm, it's kind of okay, and especially if you are holding it in a horizontal position and playing games, you are actually going to get a large screen that you enjoy playing your games with. If you want to get the best out of the screen, then I think you should set it to auto brightness. That way it's going to adjust depending on the situation you are in. So if you're outdoors, the display is good. You're going to get the maximum nits required for you to be able to view the screen outdoors. So the variants I have with me here has 4 gigs RAM and 64 gig storage, and so far it has been quite okay handling performances, playing games and all. Yeah, I used it a lot to scroll through Twitter, Instagram and Chrome and a lot of other applications that I use on the daily, and so far it has handled it quite okay, and there are no glitches or anything too. I use it to play games like Call of Duty and other graphic intense games, and it has performed quite well. I think the 4 gigs RAM is quite okay within this price category, and performance has been top notch so far. The phone runs on Android 11 and XOS 7.6, and as we all know, the Infinix user interface comes with a lot of bloatwares, and this one is not different from other Infinix phones. There are actually some unwanted apps on the interface of the phone, but you can uninstall some, you can remove some, and there are some that you cannot remove. There are also some intrusive ads that I keep getting coming through. I don't know why. This is one of the major aspects that I want Infinix to work on. If you're going to get the bloatwares, fine, we can actually cope with that, but us having intrusive apps that will keep kind of popping up when we are using our phone out of the blue is quite challenging to me, and that's one aspect I would like to see Infinix work on. And the UI is actually refined. It's what we are used to for a while now. You know, you have to swipe right to toggle the notification, and you swipe left to access the menu controls and a lot of other features. So we have a 48 megapixel main camera on this phone, and we also have a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a 2 megapixel macro lens. Up front there's a 60 megapixel selfie shooter, and I'm going to share some images that I've shot with this phone. The images are quite okay in my opinion, and if you're someone that wants to take okay pictures, I won't say the very best, if you want to take okay pictures, then I recommend you check out the pictures I snapped with the Infinix Note 11i. Battery life is another fantastic aspect. The phone has 5000 milliamps of battery. The battery doesn't drain quickly, and that's simply because there is no 90 Hz refresh rate on this phone. So if you are someone that loves battery on the phone, then I recommend you get this phone. The battery is quite okay, but what is actually not quite okay is the charging aspect. It takes more than 2 hours to charge this phone from 0 to 100, and the phone supports 18-watt fast charging, which is quite slow, which is quite small for a phone that has 5000 milliampere battery. So that's quite it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick video about the Infinix Note 11i to kind of inform people what they are missing out, what they are not being told about. The Infinix Note 11i is a very good budget phone, and so far I've enjoyed every bit of using it right from the time that I picked it up until now. And I'm also going to continue using the phone for a while. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be very glad to answer. Please like this video and also make sure you subscribe because I have a lot of other reviews that I'm working on. Peace and thank you for watching.